All right, fishy folks, this is my 30-gallon that's upstairs in my kitchen, in between my kitchen and family room. It's on this half wall that my brother-in-law built a couple years ago. And I hate this tank, to be honest. I tried to scape it nice when I first had it, and then the water wisteria just took over. I've cleaned out the wisteria except for what's planted, 4 or 5 times, and it just keeps jungling up again. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it down. I'm going to put some nice new substrate in it, some new plants from Aquarium Co-op. I'm going to use this existing sword or whatever that is and some of the rock. Those 2 big angels and probably the 4 angels that Daniel Anderson gave me from Hypnotic Aquatics, and it'll be my show tank. So stand by and watch me break this thing down and set up this 55, which Lucas, my 4-year-old, put a sticker on the inside because he wanted the fish to see it. Sweet kid that he is. All right, guys, stand by. That's a nice big bucket of water wisteria. Caught a pleco on my thumb. So I'm gonna put about 3, maybe 3.5 gallons of water in this 5-gallon bucket. I'm gonna put the sponge filter in there with the with an airline probably, because I don't know how long the fish are gonna be in here. They can probably stay in this bucket for, a day, no problem. I don't recommend that, but sometimes things happen. Like I might get interrupted. This thing is slowing down like it's clogged. Now you may be saying to yourself, how are you going to get all the rest of this water out? Well, I have a pump to do that, and I'll show you that in a little while. Let's try to catch some angels. And then 2 plecos. All right, big guys. Caught both the angels first time. I don't know what this is, but I'm going to try to save it anyway. I don't know what this is either. It drips all over my floor, but it's pretty nice, and I've had it a really long time, so we're going to save that one too. Alright, I have to unplug the heater and probably let this sit for a while and settle so I can try to find the 2 plecos. There's a lemon pleco that's about 4 or 5 inches in here, and I think a rubber nose, maybe a rubber lip pleco. Yeah, I think it's a rubber lip, maybe a clown. I probably can't tell by looking at it, but maybe you can. So, stand by. All right, fishy folks. There's the clown or rubber lip pleco. I don't know what it is. I bought him because he was small, and they stay small. I'll find out what he is from one of you guys. Maybe Pickled will tell me exactly what kind of pleco it is, or another pleco expert. The lemon pleco is quite a bit bigger. I don't know if you can see him through all the muck on the glass over there, in the tank over there, but maybe you could see him. Please don't drop my phone in the water. See him? Right there, stuck into the glass. All right. So now I gotta catch these 2 guys, empty the tank, move the tank, put the new tank up, make sure the new tank is clean enough, which of course it's not, and clean the substrate, put the substrate in, put some water in, put the plants in, put the fish in. Don't forget the heater and the filters. I got quite a bit of work ahead of me. Stand by. All right, fishy folks, I just want to talk about the pump that I'm going to use. I've talked about it before. I bought it on eBay about probably 2 years ago. I got the idea for this pump from DIY Aqua Pros. I don't know what his name is now. I think he changed his name. This was before he took that break for his PhD or master's or whatever he has, back when he was doing DIY videos. Echo 396 moves 396 gallons per hour. It's the perfect hobby pump for just projects. The plan was to use this pump for a do-it-yourself bucket filter that I was going to use downstairs in the fish room. The original plan was I had a 56-gallon corner tank that I got really cheap, like free. The top plastic was broken, so I bought a plastic to replace it. It's like 18 bucks, and I was going to use that in my fish room as a show tank. Unfortunately, that never actually happened, and I sold the tank to my buddy Colin from the local fish store for, I think, 20 bucks. The price, pretty much the price I paid for the plastic. I think he has it as a saltwater tank now, but long story short, that's the pump I use to empty tanks and to move water when I need to. So, I mean, it's a pretty nice little pump. It comes with all these different attachments. Basically, I drop this into the tank, sucks up the water through here, then a hose to the sink. And that's what we're going to do now. So, I'll be right back. All right, fishy folks, we're back. I have the 30-gallon moved. I got most of the water out. The substrate is still there, and it's really stinky. I was going to wash it and save it and use it maybe in another project, but I think I'm just going to throw it away. It was Flourite Black that I got a million years ago, and I used for a while. Then it sat for about probably 5 years. Then I used maybe 4 years. Then I used it again in this tank that was here. So here's the 55. I have to clean. I have 3 bags of Flourite, the red or natural, I guess. It's kind of reddish. I kind of liked how it looked, and I think it's going to look nice with the plants, and it was the cheapest. So I got it on eBay. No, I got it on Amazon. I think it was like $15 a bag, free shipping. I mean, it was cheaper on Amazon than it was from my local fish store by like $5 a bag or something like that. So where am I? All right, I'm gonna go wash some substrate, and we'll be back. Okay, I know what you're saying to yourself. You're saying, Mike, how do you clean gravel? Well, I use the same method that I've watched a million YouTubers do and that I've done myself. You pour it in a bucket like this and just continually run water over it until the water is clear. Now, this water is actually pretty clear compared to how it was. It was a dark red, almost like tomato sauce. Tomato, that's New Jersey for tomato. Almost like tomato sauce. And it's, you know, pretty clear. There's 2 bags in here. The bags are about 7 pounds each. The calculator on the Seachem website said I needed almost 3 bags. I bought 3 bags. I want to kind of do this one right. So I'm going to let this go a little while. Pour some more water out. Fill it up and flush it one more time. And then do the second bag. Sorry, do the 3rd bag. So stand by. All right, fishy folks. Done rinsing the gravel. And just to go over what I did is I poured 2 bags of Fluval Flourite in a 5-gallon bucket, and I just rinsed water over it for what seemed like hours. It's probably only about 20 minutes altogether, but the water washes the gravel, and the dust and dirty water rises to the top, and you have to spill it out and keep letting it overflow. And I like to get my hand in there, deep down in there, and just stir it up, get all the water out, get all the dirt out. What you don't want to do is take what's left in the bucket and pour it into a fish tank, because then you'll have all the dust and dirt in your fish tank. All right, so what I'm gonna do is take what I would call a deli cup. It's actually a dill dip container. I save all this kind of stuff, but you could use a deli cup or a deli container, what's what we would call here in the Northeast. I'm gonna scoop it out and then just put it in the tank. And when I get pretty much down to the bottom of the bucket, I'm gonna stop, because I don't want to get all that red dust and dirt and stuff. Ooh, delicious. All right, fisher folks, I just wanted to stop and show you. You can see the water at the bottom of the bucket. See, it's all red. So I'm gonna actually rinse this a little bit again before I put it in the tank. Just wanted to show you that little tidbit of information. All right, fishy folks, what I did was I took what's left in this 2-gallon bucket and used a sieve to clean it, which is basically a big mesh strainer. Don't tell my wife. So it's actually pretty clean now, much cleaner probably than the stuff that was at the bottom that's now in the tank there. So I'm gonna put this in the tank and then wash the second bag. See you soon. All right, fishy folks, you might be saying to yourself, why does he have a plate in the tank? Well, the water is hitting the plate and not disturbing the gravel as much. Say hi to Indy. Hi, Indy. There will still be some dust and some cloudiness in the tank, but this will minimize it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it up a couple inches. Then I'm going to get some plants, plant some plants, probably fill it up some more and let everything settle, perhaps do some aquascaping, and then fill it all the way up, add some fish, build the I have a canopy I'm going to use, which now that I think about it, I may have to move the tank out a skosh. So I'm going to go get the canopy and see before I put too much water in it and can't move the tank. And I have to put a light in the canopy, so I'll be back. All right, fishy folks, planting time. And I know nothing about plants, so I'm sure I'm going to do it wrong. We have the crypt lucens. I'm going to see what it looks like. Rubber band. Just got to be a little smarter than the rubber band. That's it. Not having a problem, I swear. So, in a plastic bag, wrapped in a wet paper towel, getting water on the floor. Ta-da! And it's in the rock wool, which I know we have to take off. That much I know. I have a plate here to put all my stuff on. When I say stuff, I mean garbage. That's one.